Soviets and Soviets of the Red Army, how y'all doing? This is Colin Ulrich.
I'm Roo. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, I would tell you the name of today's map, but I'll have to spell it out of respect to what I assume is our Polish comrades out there. The map under Reinforcement Pack 3 is ZBUCYZN, or there might be an extra consonant in there, but that's not the important part. The important part is who's playing. Rang, who's that?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have Gonzo playing Gruppe Harteneck, Rear Vanguard Income. And on the right-hand side, we have Lossa playing for 9th Cav, Rear a Maverick Income.
So, we've seen actually a little bit more Maverick in the last couple of weeks. What do you attribute that to?
That's 380 points in B phase, man. That's a lot of money coming at you. And that's in like B phase 2, so you can usually get like decent amount of like heavier tanks, or not in Lifeguard's case. So it's a really nice income curve to have, just as long you win the match in 19 minutes and 59 seconds.
That's true. It is hard to hate on a division that makes it thick with 3 Cs. or at least a lot of MCHAs. In the meantime, though, so as always, Gonzo not quite as memey as he used to be, but what's happened with his early deployment here? What are you seeing out of that?
We got a Tiger up north as well as a Panther 3N, so I think he's going pretty heavy up north more than anything. While looking at Lossa, he's going pretty heavy down south. He's got a lot of stuff here. He's getting pretty aggressive plays, and both sides just capturing the retrospective middle areas. It's a pretty interesting map down south. Is forest fighting. The middle area of the map is, pretty big town and small forests and like factories to fight over. And up north is, a little bit open, but not too open, not too closed. This is a very nice map. I like this a lot.
Yep, all you do need is a light jacket. That does certainly sound to be the case.
Yeah, this would be something I'd like to walk down a nice autumn day. Well, not being shot at by MG42s, preferably, in the middle of the Second World War.
True. That would tend to put a cramp on most nature walks. Down to the south, the Ogdamachiki and very, very sly Oznat Sapiri are going to get into that forest. And this is actually going to cause quite an issue, because the Germans are going to be desperately outgunned here.
Yeah, that's a really sneaky push here. It's only light, it seems like a lot, but you gotta realize all of these like 2 and 4 man squads, so it's not a lot in terms of manpower. But in a forest area, these infantry work really well. And Gonzo didn't manage to get there in time to stop them in the open, so he's realized that, and he's gonna, bring out some reinforcements to try and deal with all this stuff.
Now, to the north, it does look like Gonzo's going to have a slightly better time. Not brilliant just yet, but slightly better.
He does have that 8th phase Tiger tank.
Yep, and actually down south there's this Pack 40 who's just causing such insane issues. And these MCHAs don't even know where he is. There's going to be a shooting gallery for him. Oh
yeah, it's perfect position. The MCHAs are pretty much both going to die, it seems.
Of course, for that to happen, the Pack 40's got to go and be eyes on. Yep, there we go. Bailed out, spalling, and kills.
Give me the kills.
Destroy. Yeah. Wow.
He's not getting anywhere now. Like shooting the guy's leg in VATS mode.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that honestly, turn one target into 4 kind of thing.
There we go.
But down south, the Kazakh PPS-Hs are gonna be quite a rude awakening, I think, for these Hussars and these T-34, 42s.
Yeah, he's gonna ambush the Hazuks, kill them, but is he gonna get close enough to the T-34s? He's gonna disengage and probably try and re-engage once they lost line of sight, as those T-34s have terrible optics.
Yeah, I suppose it's not too easy to see little guys running around like gnats. To the north, we have one M42 that's going to continue to hold the line. But other than that, it looks like Lossa, well, he's taking some big losses right now.
Oh yeah, that whole, southern front line has just completely collapsed after Gonzo pushed with his Panther Grenadiers. But now Lossa has a bunch of sneaky guys behind enemy lines, which is, perfect territory for these Osnats to work in.
Yeah, that's true, but if you go and kill a couple, everyone knows where you are. Yeah. And 4 Ogdamachiki squads, yes, you gotta lose the Pack 40. No doubt about that. Maybe even the Pigrens as well, but they're not durable to stay in the fight.
That's true. We're gonna get like 1 or 2 sneaky kills, and then they're gonna die. But that's pretty good Ray Gonzo'd out with that, yo. Because, well, all this stuff down south from Lossa is really not going to be all that useful, and Lossa now requiring to get some regular Cossacks to try and bring back the front line under his control. And up north, Gonzo's push is going pretty well, you know, just moving forward slowly with Panzer Grenadiers and having fire support tanks doing fire support.
True, but with the Panther getting, Tiger getting his transmission destroyed, that is a bit of a problem there.
Yeah, it's going to slow him down a little bit. He's in pillbox mode at the moment.
Also worth noting, down south we have a lag coming on in. The pack is taken out. Pigron's going to take a rocket run to the face. Question is, how close will this rocket run be hitting his own troops? And not a lot.
Oh, there we go. It's not going to get the kill yet, as the Panzer Grenadiers do flee just in the nick of time. And the Offenasses are probably not going to be able to get close enough to kill the Pete. Well, maybe if you get into the building, they could chuck a grenade.
Well, the Kazakhs are going to go and cause some issues for him, that's for damn sure.
Oh, there we go. In between a rock and a hard place now.
Almost as bad as all of the Kazakhs in the south, as we have Panthers and Tigers and Bears, oh my, going all over them.
Oh boy. Oh boy, yeah, that's a really good spot to bring the tanks. As it's, you know, a long open road, and yeah, there you've got Hetra as well. Yeah, Gonzo doing a really good job with the tanks. And hey, I didn't really notice that MCO. He's just kind of hanging out behind.
Oh, the one behind enemy lines?
Yeah. He's not in the best spot being in the middle of a forest by yourself. That's not good. Fortunately, the Panzer Grenadiers don't have Panzerfaust, so you can't really do anything about Amtra at the moment.
That is certainly the case. It kind of does set up for a nice fairy tale, though. 2 more MCHOs are being brought down to the south, but in very, very passive positions. Just as the Kazakhs are trying to squeeze out this last Pigren, so it's going to cause, I imagine, some rather swift stabbity death pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. A lot of bullets very soon. Coming to a Panzer Grenadier near you.
Schwarzenberg, you poor, poor bastard. True story, actually, I knew someone named Schwarzenberg. Not this first name, hopefully, but didn't know the last name. And the walls are closing in around him. I have to kind of witness this final brave stand.
Yeah.
You be shiny and chrome, my friend.
He's very dead. He's extremely dead.
Worth noting in the meantime, the MCHA has come out of the forest to go and ambush these tanks. He's killed one.
Oh, that's perfect.
But there's a Hetzer coming in right behind him, too, so it's kind of like Jaws.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh boy, what a great engagement. I'm going to back out from here. Nope.
Oh, man. To the north, the Tiger's been repaired by the rather plucky Opel Blitz. And with that, yeah, there's PTRDs right there, but it's a P3 walk-in point, so not that much will be done to the Tiger very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Now, I really do like seeing that P3N being brought out. You don't really see too many fire support tanks be used a lot often, but it's a sense. I mean, a P3N is essentially just an armored IG-18. It shoots pretty fast. It's got great HE shells. Even has heat ammunition and AP shells, which aren't great, but they can deal with light armor.
It's a Stug, really.
Yeah.
With a turret.
It's like what the Stug was originally meant to be used for.
Yes.
The old-fashioned Stugs.
We go down to the south with the PTRD spam. It's going to start engaging this T-34, and the Russians realize maybe we shouldn't have put so much armor on the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that rather nifty push is, I'm not going to say stillborn, that's awfully harsh to make the note, but kind of difficult to really sing praises about it.
Yeah, it's kind of slowed down a little bit. Gonzo really started to get into the former zone as he's moving through like his central southern area with his like Jaeger pioneers, and he's got the armor out now. And with 9th Kavalrie, the main problem is you really have a hard time against enemy armor, especially Jagdpanzers.
Yes, sir. And we have 2 on the field? Yeah, we have 2 on the field. The one in the center is engaging both those MCHs rather effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Whooped one of them already. Second one, I think, is only surviving because he can't be seen just yet. He's watched this Monty Python. He knows the deal.
You got one, like, Lossa has one infantry support gun all the way far out, but he's actually doing a really good job stopping those Jaeger Pioneers for now.
Yes, for now. Second MCHA is down, and whoa, what the heck is to the north? We have one Jaeger Pioneer here who's just so gutsy. He's just charging the Soviet lines.
I got the flag, guys!
Look unto me!
Yeah.
And the Hussars, in the meantime, shut down a reinforcement push, which is not that surprising.
Yeah, it's this northern area is going to be a real pain for Lossa to take back, as this is open ground territory, and that's it's pretty beneficial for Harteneck to be in the open ground with the infantry and with their tanks. Unless, you know, their tank is being slowly shot to death by PTRS.
Yeah, but again, the guy's fired, what, 10 rounds and finally gets a kill.
Two Messerschmitts out from Gonzo, just going to completely strafe the infantry support gun, yeah. And a bunch of MCHs from Lossa.
I admit I was watching the desperate defense against these T-34s and that Hetzer down to the south. There is one final M42 who is just threatening to engage everything. Hetzer in the middle goes down, though I could not tell you by what. Side shot, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Lossa's not doing too great. He's really lost a lot of momentum.
But we are into Phase B, so here's where the income really should kick in, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, there we go. T-34-76 spam. Never goes wrong. That's going to be a lot of them. That's all 2-star T-34-76 is. Jeez, that's really going to hamper the amount that he can get, but hopefully the veterancy makes up for that. In an open ground engagement against a Tiger, however, not going to be all that great.
Not going to help either when you have the PAC-184 up there. Another P3N in support, and I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get some more armor pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's going to be seen.
And either side is really pushed heavily in the town, just capturing their retrospective areas and, you know, just holding.
Yeah, but I think that's the right play. I feel like towns are really overrated in this version of Steel Division.
Yeah, it's much easier to push through, like, road fields and forest. You get more bang for your buck per square kilometer.
Indeed.
For towns is, you know, you have to fight for every bloody brick.
Indeed.
And bricks are expensive, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I've played those city builders, man. I know. Lag coming into the north, going to go after that anti-tank gun as he should. He wrecks it as he is expected to.
Good kill.
But this Tiger, I think, should be able to get online with some of these T-34s pretty quick.
Yeah, he does have... I think he barely has line of sight on the hill. He doesn't have line of sight below the hill. But yeah, Gonzo is bringing in some fighter plane to do some strafing. And,
he's aiming. What are you shooting at? Aim at the tanks, you fool. Don't engage the... I mean, they're starting to engage the town, so apparently they heard us and said, ah, yes, you think we're going to just do that.
Yeah, Gonzo bringing out some Jaeger Pioneers here to fight over that spot. And Lossa actually going to be maneuvering his T-34s up north. It's probably a better play to try to capture at a northern hill first, and then try to maybe get a flank around on that Tiger position. A bit more close quarters, and with 9th Kavalrie, you really want to be fighting close quarters.
That's true, but I guess my concern is Jaeger Pioneers, they're not going to do a ton of damage immediately, but aren't they just barely heavily armed enough to cause issues?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, they're pretty much like... well, they're pretty much like regular Pioneers. They've got semi-automatic rifles, which is, you know, can't really go wrong with semi-automatic rifles and ST-44. You run into a flamethrower squad in open ground will not be all that great unless they can get the grenade off.
Well, and that's the thing, so they still have those 3 grenades, so I can't help but feel like at least maybe get a surrender or 2.
Yeah, but no, that's... Cheeky is going to be enough to slow down that Jaeger Pioneer push, and Gonzo's going to want to get some reinforcements, which is what he's going to do.
Kazakh push. We're looking at the same side of the map, are we not?
Down south?
I was looking up north, that's why.
Oh yeah, there's a Kazakh push up north and a Kazakh push down south.
Hence the
Kazakhs
confusion.
everywhere.
But down south, yes, there's a ton of Reiterjägers there as well, and ooh, a tiger has caught 3 Shermans, so it's time to see the age-old question, does it in fact take 4 Shermans to kill a tiger?
There we go.
And both of them say, we don't want to give you an answer to that, and apparently just want to engage other things like infantry.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea moving those Shermans out of line of sight from the tiger, just trying to suppress that Jaeger Pioneer, but Lossa is starting to push back now. He's man, I was going to say 10-14, but now it's 9-15. But he's getting pretty decent momentum down south. If he can knock out these tigers, he should be able to start gaining some territory.
I have to note, in the north there are 2 Panzerschreck teams.
Oh.
There's one Panzerschreck team.
The second one now is going to get some sneaky strikes on.
He might not get that second one off, but even if you exchange 2 of these teams for 2 tanks, no.
No. Oh, right. Yes.
Oh, you got the second one off?
Yeah, the T-34 blew up somehow. I think it died just in the moment that it shot.
Might have been embarrassed.
The dude pressed the trigger and then the bullet went right through his head. But that's all that was needed.
Entirely possible. Tiger Fuhrer is going to hold down the center of the line here, and that second Tiger below the ridge line?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to have a fun time here in a second.
Yeah, that Tiger Fuhrer is a fantastic spot on the hill. As you all know, the high ground is the place you always want to be.
I learned that watching The Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
The real one, not the new one. In the meantime, though, wait. Oh, wow, actually we have another T-34 engaging the MCHAs. So now it's a question of Cold War kind of pride here. At some point, I really need to understand how they do the target acquisition, because I feel like if there's a vehicle, you should be able to just set your priorities. You see a vehicle, engage the vehicle. Don't engage the infantry that's 500 meters away.
Yeah, it's weird. It's sometimes a bit weird. I know vehicles, they take into account AP and armor values and then do some algorithmic calculation to figure out who to shoot at, but sometimes it seems like black magic.
A lot of technical gobbledygook right there for me, but alright.
Yeah, Kazaki PPS-8's trying to push into the town in the center here. Gonna be taking some casualties. That one tiger Gonzo has up north has really paid himself off quite a bit.
He certainly has, and continues to. Although we do actually have 2 MCHOs that are running through Harteneck lines, and Molotov cocktails going in. Not a whole lot going on there.
Yeah. Might actually get one surrender on an MCHO. Ah, so he blows it up. Second one, a little bit of a tight spot. And he goes down too.
Not too surprising when all is said and done.
Mm-hmm.
But not to be outdone, Lossa says, you know what, we have more MCHOs, let's throw them back in.
Yeah. Yeah, Lossa's like, he's really doing a good job making the most out of his Maverick, like, income. Yeah, he has. He's just been, like, just throwing everything at Harteneck's lines, at Gonzo's line. And he's slowly making progress. But I do like how he's not just pushing one area, we've seen him push down south, we've seen him push middle, we've seen him push north. Well, Gonzo has a pretty good defensive line set up. And once we get into C phase, the income is really going to hurt Lossa, and also the attrition rate, because with 9th Kavalrie, you really do not have a lot of C phase cards, especially compared to Harteneck.
It's equally bad when there's still 2 ME410s zooming throughout the air, with half loads on both of their 50 mils.
Yeah, some anti-air on Lossa's side would probably be a pretty good idea right about now. Some 37 mils. Gonna lose that lag up north. Didn't even kill the Panther 3, unfortunately.
Barely even freaked him out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's took up like a champ. Yeah, once again, more 2-star Shermans. Also opting for more of the heavily vetted tanks.
Now, I think the ME410s cannot see just long enough, but they're okay. But with a Henkel coming on in, never mind. Problem solved.
We're just gonna blur up our entire city block. That's the plan.
Hey, dude, if it works, I mean, no man, no problem, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's gonna think he's gonna go after 2 of those Sapphire Scrodge. And those Sapphire Scrodge are probably gonna be gone very soon.
Open the bomb bay doors, Hal.
There we go.
P3N to the north finally goes down. But there go the Superiors, like you said. And wait, we have the VK09 is, dude, he is a champ. He caused a bailout? Oh, man.
So close to getting the stretch here. Oh, God. That's autocannon vehicles, guys. Take him. Always take him.
Well, right, Diego, the MP44 is coming on in to clean up whatever Kazakh PPSHs survive pretty quickly. And even bringing in a 4-pack of MCHOs, a 4-pack of Kazakh SVTs, I don't think we're going to be seeing, a resurgent 9th Kavalrie today.
I don't think so. He's really lost some momentum. I really do like how Lossa was pushing. He was pulling all the punches that he can, but Gonzo just held really well. He set up a lovely defensive line.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I honestly think 9th Kavalrie is really hard division, I find, to play. And also just seen from replays, this really does lack anti-armor capabilities. Those Tigers are a huge pain in the ass to deal with, especially in more open ground engagements. You really have to try and find ways to flank and, get ambushes on said heavy tanks, which can, be pretty hard to do in SC2, especially in more open areas. It's less areas to flank.
You ain't lying. Another Tiger actually coming into the north as well. 3 Scott Hussars, 2 Panzerschrecks, but I don't think those guys really have to fight too hard. Unless something magical happens in the next 6 seconds, which is a bit unlikely.
They just wanted to say they were out at the battle.
Get the combat ribbon for actually having been in the campaign.
Yeah, I was at Zub-something. It was a terrible battle, absolutely crazy. Barely survived.
The food was terrible. 1 star would not repeat.
Yeah.
But the kills and losses kind of tell a bit of the tale right there.
Yeah.
You can look at it right now. 1 M42 gets 3 kills. 1 MCH gets 3 kills. I mean, not a lot to be proud of.
No, he was really just throwing things into the attack, and it didn't really work. But Gonzo gets the victory.
He does. Wow, 1 ME109 actually has 3 kills. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. Honestly, though, certainly diverting. I actually thought Lossa was going to have quite a difficult position to get dislodged from in that south.
Yeah.
But, mistakes were made and armor was utilized.
Indeed it was. A lot of armor at that.
Indeed. But folks, I think that's going to do it about now for us for this particular replay. Please be on the lookout as always for more kind of content from Rang's breadth of material and a little bit of things here and there from me. Anything you want to say there, Rang?
Oh, this is hard.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? We make it work. But until next time, folks, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rang. Take it easy.